Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Just give me a second here while we ping the Discord and put a link on Twitter. And then we'll have a little bit of hello people, shall we? We also have an Ilos performance update tonight as well, which we'll talk about in a second. And wonderful. Who do we have in? Who's here? There's quite a few of you already, oh my word. Emily, DJ, Jennifer, Thino, Jude, Lauren, Star Stuff. All those again. Thino, welcome back my friend. Eggsy, the wonderful map maker Eggsy. And Isabel as well. And Tim, Mehmet, JK Media. Welcome everyone. Happy Friday. So, Ilos is now a slow motion city. Alright? The simulation speed of the map has now fallen way through the floor. And we've tried multiple fixes. We've tried removing speed slider, tried removing downloaded assets, tried unsubbing and resubbing to everything, updating video card drivers, and it's still very slow. So you guys won't really notice it that much, considering I play with the game paused 99% of the time anyway. But it's there. So it's not a series ender, it's not an enormous problem, but it is a little bit annoying. We see, right, just see how slow the car is. This is regular speed. That is also 3 speed. So it's just in slow motion now, okay? Which anything, if that just makes it more dramatic, right? If everything's in slow motion, yeah? So we'll have to deal with it. However, we do have some enormous education issues in the city at the minute. I have massively neglected education, or elementary and high school education. So this feels like a good stream to introduce some elementary school campuses into the expanded suburb opposite the park last episode. And then we'll also do some work by the waterfront today as well. A little bit of detailing, some benches and some trees should be quite nice. Okay, wonderful. But let's get started, shall we? So I want to actually do a little bit of forest brushing first of all, of course. We've got some roads to sort out here, and I want to try and do something with layers again. Of course, we're an enormous fan of all the layers that are developing in Ilos recently. So let's remove this American road. We will grab the same one. And then just come off of this one. We will potentially force the ground here. Is this going to be okay? Yes. Yes, that's fine. Okay, so let's carry on coming. Yeah, we're at the right angle here. We'll bring this quite the way through the suburb, and then we will come back down to earth on normal behaviour. And then that is not what we want to happen. Let's also force you to earth as well. And I think I'm happy with the gentle gradient back into the mile grid on these sort of big arterial collector roads. I think it's nice. Right? Yeah. The speed limit is just very slow. Yes, Isabella. Yeah, Isabel, sorry. Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it, isn't it? So even if I move the speed slider, right? This is apparently regular game speed. Or just very slow. So it's fine. It's not a series ender by any means, but it just means cinematics take like 3 times as long to record now, which is a little bit annoying, but not the end of the world, right? Okay. So what I want to do here is start bringing through roads into this frame that are anarchied. Okay, we're going to do some really nice overgrown Ilos detail around here today as well, which should be quite nice. Yeah, if Egg speaks slower, everyone in the VOD can just speed it up and it'll seem normal. Yeah. Yes, it would, Lauren. Yeah, that would work. Yes, that would work. Yeah, we can do that. Okay, so I want sort of essentially like a mini elevated diagonal road here. Okay, lots of overgrowths around the side, a couple of palms, perhaps a little bit of chain link fencing as well. Okay, so let's continue to map this out. Do we want to go back-to-back housing? I think we probably do, don't we? I'll tell you what, actually, what we should do is actually have a look at this section on Google Earth, because this is a very distinctive little bit of Phoenix, isn't it? So yeah, it's this section that sits here. It is very much just mass suburbia, isn't it? If not with a couple of different variations in the road, like what's happening here. What actually is happening here? Should we get in a street view and find out? This looks quite interesting. But apart from that, it is just more mass Phoenix suburbia. Okay, so we got some palm-lined roads. A little park here with a bench and some planters in it. That's really nice. We can definitely do this. Yeah, I like that. Okay. So little nuances like that can be factored in. But apart from that, it is pretty generic. There's the Japanese friendship garden that we did the park off of. So yeah, there's some larger condo looking units here as well, isn't there? Yes, there is. Okay, but besides that, we're pretty generic suburbia here. We don't have to worry too much about really killing the Phoenix vibe with a build like this. But I definitely want to bring that little park into it anyway. So, with the palms in mind, I wonder if it's actually better to be doing some of the palm-lined roads for this section. We'll try it out anyway. We'll see what happens. Oh, so Prax with a £5 super chat. Love Ilos, love your detailing. Just became a subscriber on Patreon. Yes, I just saw your email through Soul Prax after seeing you hang out in Few Candies Premier. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate the Patreon subscription and the super chat. Yeah, glad you're enjoying the videos, buddy. Thank you so much. Very generous. So I think we'll alternate the palm roads actually. So we'll do palm roads like this. Well, they will eventually be palms. They're of course generic horrible vanilla trees at the minute. And then we'll do American road on the side afterwards. So of course these won't all fill out, but it's more generic suburban frames that can be expanded. Oh, actually then again, this is going to be a lot of nodes with the bridges, so let me rethink that actually. Let's not allow the palm roads to come through, because they're going to be clipping with the bridges anyway, so you don't really have to worry too much about that. We can see a lot of land speed records being broken by Ilos locals. You can, comrade. Yeah, we are breaking the land speed records while those houses are packed in. Yeah, it's different gravy on the outskirts of Phoenix. It's just enormous amounts of sort of commercial, residential even. Okay, so it looks like the node spacings are actually pretty sensible here. We should just be able to hopefully come in with a false elevation. Yeah, and I can just, if I'm really pedantic about the spacing, is just drag that one up a little bit as well. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do the same thing on here again as well. Let's come out of move it. This one's a little more awkward, so let's customize this particular bit of bridge. Let's add in a node about here, and then remove that one. That one's on the road below. I think I'll add another node in this side and then remove this one. Just gives the bridge a little bit more breathing room. So again, we'll use the fine road tools to force into an elevation. There we go. Wonderful. Cool. Let's go ahead and bring in some palms. So it wasn't really looking like the California fans that were in that suburb. They were a little bit shorter and dumpier. Almost like the Canary Island palm actually, which I think we could use in some of these suburbia designs. I do love road networks, they're always fun, right? Okay. That's not looking too bad, is it? I think I'm relatively happy with that. Hey Joy, welcome to the stream. This area looks like a lot of one in my cities with the raised road. I do enjoy a raised road in cities. Any sort of embanked network is always goes down well, doesn't it? I remember in Palavin, one of my favourite sort of networks was the embanked rail that ran through the rural area. Yeah. Okay, so we keep this pattern going. Probably don't need to come under any further than that, to be totally honest. But we'll leave it like that for right now. We'll see how it grows on us. And then lots of little detail in here. More palmage. We could also do with that, actually introducing the little frontage network that sits alongside the highway here. Because that's just going to be a touch more highway access for the mile grid, which is always a good thing. So we'll do some of that. Let's go ahead and grab... are we a tile away here? That's 2 tiles, isn't it? Let's go for... Nope, not that one either. Oh, there There's a lot of road guidelines messing with me here. That seems to be okay. We'll go for that. Bring it down to this one. It looks like we can hook in there. Is that an extra node? No, we're good. We're good. It's adjusted. Okay. So these have been really sort of good little traffic helpers. These little frontage networks that sit occasionally around sort of the big, real dense population centres in the city. The one at the start of the city still moves traffic about like so nicely. And then you're just going to go parallel all the way. You might as well, probably to about here, right? A little bit before the intersection. That should be okay. Again, the trees on this can be updated at a later date. We'll be okay for right now. But hopefully, how much space are we actually filling with this? Yeah, this will take out a good chunk of this big empty grid, won't it? Because this is all generic suburbia. It's this kind of thing that doesn't really lend itself that well to episodes. But does lend itself very well to sort of hanging out on streams. Then let's move away from the trees for the entry roads. Let's go for a little bit of yellow American dashed lane, whatever it's called. Okay. And I think I'm appreciating this little layer again now, right? As it sits in the suburb now. It's all coming together, isn't it? It's coming together. Hi everyone, hi, we just passed by to say hello. I'm still at work, so unfortunately can't stay longer. No worries, Beth. I hope you enjoy the day at work. Thank you for stopping by anyway. Just arrived from Joy's awesome part build. What a day to be a fangirl. New stuff from 3 favourite creators and back-to-back OE again. Life is good. What is sleep? Welcome in, Sarah. Sorry that your CS creators are destroying your sleeping pattern. But yes, welcome in. It's nice to have you here. Yes, Joy's part build was really nice, wasn't it? The little collab in Volley Lads, Livetopia, sorry, not Streamtopia. Yeah, nice little part build that. Joy's good at parks. Yeah. The frontage network is good for traffic and looks good, Athena, I think. I hope that was the end of the sentence. Oh, it's doing the little thing again, where it has a little fit when I come out of the first person view. It did this last week as well, but we crashed last week. Please don't crash again, Ilos. Is it going to hang out in chat while it sorts itself out? It did this in the episode 2. Yes, there we go. There we go. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't like coming out of the free camera mode. It's like, oh, this is the worst. But it seems to be okay now at least anyway. Okay, so let's carry on bringing in this block pattern until we reach the collector frame. And then we'll have a little look at that sort of Phoenix-inspired park that we saw as well. You will need to come straight over right now. You won't eventually connect into the road, but you can just chill there for the time being. Why have you broken my pattern? Are you not straight? Do we need to try that again? There we go. So it's alternating now. So we can do some really cute, fun things with residential patterns just by alternating a road. Especially now we can upgrade the trees on the vanilla roads as well. And then one more. Yes, and then we'll figure out how this sort of little park thing, we can probably factor the tram stop into it to be fair, because that needs to be turned into something now. Okay, wonderful. Upgrade all of our vanilla roads. Is that everyone? You're not going to be connected, so you might as well just leave here. And then, is that everything? Yes, that's all my roads, isn't it? Although I feel like this should probably be road with trees as well. Considering the other one is... Actually, let's do this one as the same little yellow median thing. That's going to hook in quite nicely there. And then, yes, this road should also become local palm. And this will be decided at a later date exactly how that hooks in. We'll probably do a different little road to break the relentless grid. Okay, fantastic. Cool. So pretty basic suburban road pattern, but does a job, doesn't it? I think it's okay. Just And add some nice palmage in front of the skyline eventually too. Okay, cool. Squeaky bum moment then, thank God it didn't crash yet. It was after last week, Valley. Yes, it was. Okay, so let's figure out what's happening here. Let me very briefly glance back at that design in Phoenix. Okay, I think I know what to do here. It would be good if I could centralise this tram stop actually in the middle of this square. Let's see exactly how long these roads are. 46, so we're going to get 23 as the halfway point, which is here. So that's halfway. And then I like what we did with the tram-only roads, so let's dive back into those. Let's go for one-way tram tracks. Yes, I think so. Yes. Then again, how far is it going to go up here? Because the late Havasu build will very much change the layout of this area here. This will be a lot of water, a lot of canals. So we'll just have to sort of bear with that for the time being. So that's 4 units, then let's do 4 units out this side and then back in. And then we know that the central node at this point is halfway. And then the roads do a little bit of curvature. So why don't we do a 7 curve? We could do 11 by 11. Okay. Palms are a really important touch today. Can I get back-to-back zoning in here? See, I would like it now if this entire frame narrows to meet the new local roads, but I think we can bear with that. Okay. There is a mod that slows things down. Yes, the speed slider, which we're playing with Joy, but yeah, that's not the issue. We've tried multiple fixes for it. I think Ilos is just at the size now where it runs slowly. There's nothing we can do about it. Yeah. May have just missed this, making coffee. Does the game speed affect the money generation? Yes, also affects the time of day. Like how fast the day goes as well. Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah. Biffrist traffic, city planning for layout, egg and Joy for detailing. Is that what you use it for? Yeah. You've got a few candy in there as well. Yeah. You got a few candy in there. It's a good detailer. The Ilos airport may be the death of the FPS. Yeah, if anything, the FPS is fine. There's nothing wrong with the FPS at all. It's just the game speed that's knackered. Yeah, it's but it might fast track the airport builds to be sooner rather than later, just in case Ilos does die. Yeah, that's going to be an enormous mega simulation build, so we'll see. Yeah. VCO says the queen of detailing. Yes, couldn't agree more. Probably the best prop detailer on YouTube, I think. If you can do. Even if down under, welcome in again, Bad Wolf. Nice to see you again, dude. Oh, Bad Wolf with another $2.99 Australian dollar super chat. Thank you so much, dude. Really appreciate that. You're super chatting in the Premier as well. Thank you. Appreciate the support, mate. And then, of course, Mehmet Ali Briskin with a 100 Turkish lira super chat from the governor of New City to the Agda of Ilos weekly payment. Thank you so much, Mehmet. I appreciate that, buddy. Welcome into the stream, mate. And then City Planner Plays. Wonderful. Phil, I've just messaged you on Discord. I can see you've replied to me, actually. Yeah, broken nodes. Yeah, I tried the broken nodes, Phil. It's still knackered, mate. It's not, yeah, it's not having a good time. But anyway, it's still somewhat playable. It's just basically slow motion. So, we'll deal with it. We'll deal with it. But welcome in, City Planner. Thank you for stopping by on the stream, buddy. So, let's get a little bit of grass in here. And again, I'm just going to have a very little brief glance back at Google Earth as to exactly what is happening here. I think it's mainly sort of planters and benches, isn't it? It's nothing overly complicated. Yeah, there's a little sculpture in there as well. Okay, we can get on board with this. And for once, it isn't actually planters, or sorry, palms rather. So we'll dig out one of our favourite little planter assets. Let's go for a couple of the larges. There's also very little sort of symmetry here. It's pretty random. Let me actually add the tram stop back in to there. That should be okay. I also want to make this tram road as well, don't we? Yes, we do. Yes, there we go. That's what we want. So trams can stop opposite our little park. Let's see what we've got in the world of workshop trees as well. They're actually pretty dried out and dead in this space in Phoenix. Almost like this, actually. Which one's this? River Red Gum Medium. Yeah, the trees look like they're really, really parched. Not much reading up for videos. Had the day off. Have we been treated to some more SimCity 4 City Planner? Or was that just a one-off for us, maybe? Not sure. Maybe we can wheedle some early spoilers out of City Planner while it's here. There's some red bushes around this too. Let's get some other planters in here as well. Did come into this build saying that things aren't massively symmetrical, but there's already a little bit of sort of mirrored action beginning to develop, so we'll try and change things up. Let's see if we can grab another one of those sort of parched, dry-looking trees. This is just a different variation. One of them's medium, one of them's regular. Okay. There we go. These tiny tram parks are some of my favourites. It's where the satisfaction in the game lies, doesn't it? That's quite big, actually, that one. Let's get rid of that. Oh, actually, can I just use the tree anarchy stuff to reduce the size? Yes, I can. Wonderful. That's perfect. So there's a tiny little sculpture in the middle of the park as well, but I think we'll be best served with maybe one of the vanilla fountains. Yeah, I don't want this here. Yeah, it's way too clashy. So in that case, let's do some park props. Probably the little bird bath thing. Or maybe just a little tiny baby vanilla fountain. It really is just quite a simple space, isn't it? There's nothing major here. I think it'd be nice once we've got people stopping to grab the tram at this point as well. We'll see though. Let's get this district painted out because we'll definitely be using the same district style here, or the same theme rather. And we'll at least bring it up to the elevated Mar grid frame. Yeah, I'll tell you what, City Planner, you're still running your Review the City series, right? I don't think I've seen a video in a while though. I would love to get Ilos in that series, just so you can review how we implemented the relentless Phoenix Mar grid shapes. I think a few of us will be interested to hear City Planner's opinions on this, right? I think so anyway. As long as it's a nice opinion. If it's not, if it's bad, then just leave it. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. Yeah. Aussie trees, are they, Sarah? Nice. Well, shout out to the Aussies then. Okay. I think I'm maybe even feeling a little bit of plopped vanilla commercial from the University City Pack here too. Definitely catfish cafes and whatnot. And that little Olive Garden looking thing too. The Zombie Lake Tap House. I want the little garden on it to be on the corner. There we go. You guys are going to want power though. It will eventually sink through, but you'll be fine for right now. Okay. Yeah, I think a little bit of vanilla commercial is more than welcome, isn't it? Maybe this one too. This one's quite nice, isn't it? Sort of got like a little department store vibe about it. A little bit of a corner shop feel. We'll have this on the corner too. I am, but I have a lot in the queue, but submit absolutely will. There was a community build I need to stitch together. That is next up, hopefully the next couple of weeks. But I love Ilos. Thank you, Steve, on it. I'm else to be too biased. Good, yes, I'm glad you like Ilos. That's a seal of approval, isn't it? If there ever was one. Yeah, slowly coming together. Slowly coming together. I don't really want a vape shop here, actually. I think we won't really pay that much attention to the sign, I don't think, will we? Okay, this is totally something that's like replicatable in vanilla as well. Of course, take away the asset planters, but... oh, actually, these are tram roads, aren't they? They're not going to sit there. Oh, I guess I can just move their building spawn points, can't they? If we bring them right into the corner, and then just give them a little x-axis across with building spawn points mod, these still should receive services. I think. We'll find out together anyway. We'll find out what's happening. Let's rotate them over. Okay. Okay. So I would actually quite jump back into Google Earth just for a hot minute here. Just to see how Main Street actually sits and what it has against it, because we're going to be using a lot more skyscrapers as we move down this area of Phoenix, so it's a little bit high density. So really what I'm interested in is the transition from sort of low density mass suburb back into what is, I guess, high density, right? And we can just sort of see on the lateral line how this happens. So it's like a condo block, I'm guessing that is, right? It looks like condos, apartments at least. And then there's car parking. This is what's really weird for me in cities. There's a lot of these spaces in Phoenix where it's just open, sandy desert space right in the middle of like really built up areas. I'm assuming it's sort of like land to be developed. Like they are planning to build on it. But yeah, it's a very harsh transition, isn't it? If you're taking sort of this one here as the sort of example, flat field and then multi-story parking lot and then high-rise immediately. So this will definitely be an episode build Main Street. This won't be in a stream. This is a big one. But a nice lead into downtown Phoenix, I think, isn't it? Okay, so let's just scan across this suburb and see if there's any... Ooh... Hello, interesting road networks. Look at that. I tell you what, this is a good point to have city planner in the stream, actually. Is there a reasoning behind this sort of really... Looks like someone's drew in like a square grid and then used move it on the central node and just dragged it off center. Is there a reasoning behind this, Phil? is there a reasoning? Unsure. Thanks for the vid, Zoe. Got to run. Enjoy your day night, guys. Thank you, Bad Wolf. Thank you for staying up for crazy Aussie time zones, my friend. I appreciate the Superchats as well. You enjoy the rest of your, well, I guess sleep now, right? Something quite interesting happening here as well, isn't there? We can do this with a couple of different nodes. A little bit of node controller as well. Okay. But apart from that, it's just mass road. There is some interesting designs here which we'll have a look at. Let's see what we can do with these now to help bring a little bit more interest into the suburban road network. It's a, it's a developer getting cute, is it? Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay, so where do we want to put this? I guess we can just do it here, right? Let's just go ahead and grab those roads here. We'll make a perfect square. So this node in the center was halfway, wasn't it? That's 23. I think. No, that's 22. It's the next node over. That's 23. So let's do it here. So that is 10 units. We'll make this a perfect square like it is in Phoenix. 10 units up this way. Didn't you already do that one, Egg? I feel like I'm getting deja vu. We might have glanced over it previously, if you see. Although, I don't think we've recreated it yet, have we? I don't think, anyway. So then it's literally that, isn't it? With like a few little curves in here. That looks so unnatural in cities, but if we're taking inspiration from Phoenix, then there you go. It's very awkward, isn't it? But it does add some more shapes in, I guess. Suppose. Let's bring in the other one next to it. So again, we'll do that perfect little box of 10. Okay, and then this time we'll throw it off on a slightly more different angle. All of the residential around that's going to have to be manually placed as well. So we'll throw off the central node. And then it's sort of this top one here that's slightly curved out, isn't it? And then maybe that one as well, with a touch of curve there. Okay, hello Egg and chat, hello Norman B Gaming, welcome into the stream, buddy. And Andre as well. Hello again everyone, good to see you back. Hope you guys have a nice Friday and good weekend. You too, dude. You too. Thank you for stopping by in the streams. I mean, it's okay, right? It's alright. The most amazing thing in the world, but it's inspired by Phoenix. I do think that the crossings on the American themed roads that were kind of hurting it, so we'll use node controller to hide them. And whilst the rest of the suburb will be zoned, I'm going to have to manually plot these in. Let's just go for level 5 vanilla stuff. Yes, a lot of these sort of higher looking, richer residentials will be welcome in this sort of area. Probably a couple of level 4s as well, actually. We shouldn't just localise to... Oh, actually, should we do this with Green Cities residential, I wonder? It might look a little bit better with the Green Cities low density stuff. But we'll make do with a few vanilla assets first of all. Try and save my PC's RAM from further catching fire. And some of these. Yes. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Again, I'll just glance back at Phoenix. There's actually no houses sat on the central sort of area here. Again, I think, actually, let's just double check this. Just looking at Phoenix, it looks like it's been sort of offset with node control a little bit. It's slightly wider. I mean, obviously not real life node controller, but same idea, right? You get what I'm talking about. We'll see what happens. Don't like that asset at all. Just get rid of that one. Okay. Position our main assets against the local roads first. That should give us an easier time than trying to sort of customize the center. And we can basically just copy and paste this exact residential configuration and rotate it for the other section. Should work mostly the same. Can traffic lights go away though, please? Don't want traffic lights here. I need to turn that setting off in Traffic Manager now. I had to turn that on for the Downtown Road frame episode. Yeah. Is the stream buffering badly for anyone else? Just try reload the page, Thino. It usually sorts it out for you, mate, if it's giving bad buffering. I think everyone else is okay. Again, so trying to avoid placing residential assets that sit on the central node itself. Let's see what we can do. Lots of grass through here as well, actually, which is quite a distinct feature of the area. So let's do sort of a little bit of mass grassing, if you like. Okay. Same through here too. Might actually be quite nice if we kind of keep sort of a central pillar of grass that runs back up to the park. And we can probably sort of make that a little grass corridor with the road network as well. We'll see. We'll leave it to sit there and see how it grows on us. Might hate it yet. Art Deco? You know, you're too tall, really. Too tall for this area. Definitely Green Cities, though. I feel like we're neglecting the low-density Green Cities level 5 things, which are very sort of luxurious, high-end housing indeed. They have pools on them as well. which is probably more appropriate for Phoenix. I think some of the vanilla ones have got pools as well though, right? Or not, at least not the ones I picked out either. That should be okay. Let's grab another larger one. Oh, that's quite cute and small actually. That one will go nice in a repeated pattern. Okay, let's fill out the corners now. There you go, there's an opportunity to use it. Okay. It's not the worst. It's not there yet though, but it's not the worst. 1x1 green cities isn't going to work. How about the vanilla villa? Oh, they're all too bloody horrible looking here, aren't they? So let me just double check how the housings are spaced. It almost looks as though they have sort of one shared back garden. It doesn't look like they're all individually divided. It's almost like little communal areas between the houses. It's probably a bigger space in Phoenix as well, actually. But we've started now, so we'll deal with it. Let's go for another one of these again. Again, let's just give you a little jiggle along. We've got 117 of you here as well, guys. Thank you for hanging out on the Ilos stream. Hope you're having a wonderful Friday. Oh, our Australian friends will be merging into Saturday now, right? I think. About that time. Any level 3s? That's apparently the same as the other one. Did I already get that one in? No, but we can. I might have to do a little bit of bobbing here with some of the Green Cities assets, we'll see. Okay, and then I think where we have sort of a lot of these spaces now, we'll just do some classic little Ilos details with the tree palette. Let's grab ourselves a couple of the California talls. Or California fans anyway. Maybe one more residential asset on that corner. It does look a little bit sort of exposed. Let's actually spin this one around as well onto the main road. It's always fun when you stumble across new designs like this if you are someone that uses Google Earth for inspiration. Something I never would have thought of doing, a perfect square and then just ripping out the centralization with Move It, but it's not too bad, is it? And then definitely some vanilla palm plants will be welcome here too. With a touch of vanilla bush maybe just dotted around. The very harsh edge of surface painter is a bit annoying, but we'll deal with it. And then definitely some of our dry Ilos grasses as well. Just a small helping of them. A little bit of something like that. Okay. I do like the way the shape is broken now, but it sort of bends off back onto the straight angle. I think I can appreciate that. But either way, it's a little bit of Phoenix inspired suburbia, isn't it? So that little next bit where we had the sort of dual nodes that join in, I'm now thinking that this should probably move this little lower frame, and then we'll upgrade this one to become sort of the bottom. It does throw off the centralization we've done with the park areas, but that'll be okay. And then we'll just do regular road through here. And then we'll just bring the palm roads down. The American ones won't extend out. Then let's go for those canary... It was canary palms, I think, wasn't it? They're workshop ones, though, not content creator. There we go. That's what we like. And then let's bring all these up. And there we go. Okay, not bad, not bad. Let's do a little bit of regular zoning. We won't plot the entire suburb. So we'll just get these in. We'll also grab this road as well and do a cute little connection with some curves. Just so we break the big grid. There we go. And then possibly some more parks or schools in here. I do need to do a school part today, actually. We had a look at that at the start of the stream, didn't we? Let me also turn my time of day off. Okay. Very slow Ilos driver now. Yeah, these residences are starting to go in. Let's do another batch out this side. Fantastic. Should really see the downtown frontage suburbia start to sprawl out now away from this angle of the downtown. Essentially filling out like another Margrid frame, right? You know, if we sit in the Margrid, we've got that sprawl before it. It's a case of recreating it from most, if not all, angles of the downtown now. Okay. Cool. So while the residential demand satisfies and these guys grow up, let's also dive into the world of elementary schools in Phoenix, because we want to find some elementary school campus designs today. So there is Kenilworth Elementary School over here, which is just a fenced-in field. It's like baseball, is it? There's basketball here for sure. Okay. Ooh, this is nice. Look at this little dog park sat against the highway. Could use keys for that, but it's probably not worth eating the nodes just for a tiny little suburban park, but inspiration's there. There's Emerson High School as well. Oh no, elementary school, sorry. Okay, so they're just sort of buildings with car parking and fields behind them, aren't they? There's not really too much to elementary school campuses in Phoenix. Yeah, same again here. Building, car park and field. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what I'm expecting any different. It's not like elementary school places in the UK are any different than this. They're usually just buildings and grass, right? Look at one more, a little bit of Garfield Elementary School. Maybe this is where they send all the ginger kids. And then Edison Elementary School over here too. Okay, yeah, there's nothing too massive to note inspiration from, is there? It's pretty okay. Oh, Casino with a $5 super chat. Why did the dummy bring a car door to the desert? If it gets hot, you can roll down the window. If a pig gets hot in the desert, it shouts, I'm big. I'm bacon out here. Yes, very good, Casino. Thank you so much for the super chat, buddy. Really appreciate it. And all your jokes. This little space here kind of looks ideal for a little elementary school part, doesn't it? It's kind of awkward. Houses won't really fit in this area. Let's do it here. So we've got our American elementary school. There's also the vanilla ones as well. Probably community school is the most appropriate choice. There's also Hayes Elm Elementary, which I'm not actually a massive lover of that asset. So how much does this hold compared to the community school? Or like more than, no, nearly double? It's not quite there, is it? So where do we want it sat? We'll definitely wrap some car parking around it. So that's probably a good idea actually to draw in the service road first. Just come down off a road guideline to there for right now. We'll place that in. Yes. I'm happy with it sat against the main road. I don't particularly hate that. And then from this point now, we'll just bring in a couple of small little baby car parks. Although that's looking like it's going to be encroaching, isn't it? So why don't we spin it around. Bring it onto the corner a touch. We'll have to do some fencing because the playground is a little bit exposed to the main road, which you would imagine would be quite dangerous. So we'll fence that off. And then again, some park assets, you know, let's not forget that we're playing cities. People do want parks and whatnot. For which we see all the time in Phoenix, a load of repeated basketball courts and baseball fields as well. So we'll do a little something here with some basketball courts. Let's actually spin them around onto the local road rather than the main one. Bring them up to there. See if we can piece in a little commercial area here too. Oh, DJ with a $20 super chat. Oh my god, fun build so far, Egg. Sadly, I have to run, but we'll catch the rest later. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you so much, DJ. That's really generous. And yes, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, lovely. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Thank you for the support. I'm glad you're enjoying the build as well. Thank you. Cool. Let's get some 3x2s in here. I would like to use... Let me just double check what the node count is at after last episode. Let's see what we're on. 55%. We've now gone up 2 percentiles in 2 episodes. That's quite a lot of nodes. But I also love walkability, so... Oh, I really shouldn't. I really shouldn't be doing this, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay, we'll leave that there. There's a perfect little spot here for a 3x3 commercial unit. I don't mind these ones, these little vanilla ones with the burger adverts on them. And then we'll go for that. So let's actually stagger these a little bit further along the road so they're not all bunched up together. So we're essentially building like a little sort of rundown local suburban strip mall, but without it being sat on a car park here. Let's go ahead and reduce these with tree anarchy so they're not enormous. And then dry grasses, yes please. That's what we like to see. Actually wondering now if this pathway is probably better served linking up with this one here. Though not in a grid snap though, please. That breaks the angle. Let's have that one up there. Okay, I'm an enormous enjoyer of these very heavily palm-lined roads. I don't feel like we have enough of this in Ilos, when we do see it a lot in Phoenix as well. I can spot a perfect place for a park cafe. Yes please, let's go ahead and grab that. Let's go for this one right here. Okay, and then we can definitely embellish the elementary school with appropriate assets like... Would you get a bouncy castle at school? I don't know. Jen, would you ever hire a... I think you work at a high school though, right? I think we had bouncy castles at school when we were kids. Or for like special occasions, not like all the time, but... I'm pretty sure we did. Let's get a bouncy castle in. And then we might just customize a little small playground off the back of that because we can stretch out the... Was this ruined, is it? Gravel. The gravel texture with surface painter that sits on the bottom of the carousel. Okay, and then just let that link up with the road so it looks like a pathway even though it's not. Okay. Let's do some park proppage. I think school campuses have to be like top 3 really satisfying designs, don't they? But just sort of general little fun things to build in suburbia rather than just sticking the school asset on a road and being done with it. Okay. Yes, sure did for field days and stuff. We had them for special occasions. Jen approves. Bouncy castle with all those cactus. That actually might be quite funny. Let's bob the awful alders off. And the bushes as well. And then it's Saguaro, isn't it? Can I replace these? Yeah. Yeah, this can be like another, maybe the rival school to Darwin Elementary. So the kids are like running around through cactus. Like another life lesson sort of thing. I think I can get on board with that. Will this count as natural selection? I guess it is, right? You know, if your kid runs into a cactus, how much hope does it really have? Let's go for some chain link fencing. Let's give this a little bit of a border now. Come on to a linear fence fill. Massive quality of life game changer, this one. Once I discovered linear fence fill. Courtesy of Few Candy, actually. Thank you so much, VC. Appreciate you teaching me how to play the game. Massively helpful. Thank you so much. Yeah, we'll just keep the chain link perimeter running all the way up to the main road. You okay though? Is that collision? That's irritating me. Yes it is, isn't it? Yes it will be. Let's put it on a slight angle then, just because it's easier than turning collision off. Wonderful. Thank you. Oh, all of this isn't even here as well. Of course, fucking idiot. Right, so let me turn collision off. Pain in the ass. There we go. Okay, so as I was saying, let's come on with the linear fence fill, which Few Candy taught me how to use. Thank you so much, Few Candy. Appreciate that. And then one more this way, and then around the back of the path. Yes, please. Okay, yeah, so we can do like another Darwin sort of sister school here. If anybody wants to name it, if anyone was even around for that Darwin Elementary stream. Feels like ages ago that now, doesn't it? That was a old faithful Margrid build as well. Many moons ago now. Oh, Maniac Mania with a $10 US super chat. I'm afraid for the calendar, his days are numbered. I've not heard that one before. Yeah, that's a decent one, Maniac. Thank you so much for the super chat, buddy. Really appreciate it. And welcome to the stream, my friend. I hope you're well. Get some grasses. We will also put a cactus in the middle of the merry-go-rounds as well, so if the kid flies off it at speed, then it could be... No, that's really grim. I can't say it'll get impaled. That's really dark. Just give me 1 hot second here, guys. I'm sorry. Actually, just let me throw in a little save before Ilos dies. In case it crashes when we come back. We know it's prone to it. Yeah, just give yourselves a little hydration break. And a posture check for a second. I'll be about 2 minutes. My apologies all. I've returned. Right. Okay, what are the names? Alfred Russell School. It was Darwin's rival. Or was it? Alfred Russell? I remember Darwin Elementary. Good, good, good. Absolutely, yes. Egg. Egg really hates those, those kids. I don't. Just making sure they're being, no, taught life lessons. Don't send them into, you know, life unprepared. If they don't make it, then, you know, it's less strain on healthcare services and whatnot. Everyone wins. Definitely another little park out here, maybe. Again, we'll expand the vanilla one. Let's go for small playground. Yes. Yes, this is okay. It should still maintain its connection on the car park there as well. And yeah, I'll leave the vanilla trees on. I'm not massively bothered about them. Okay, let's kind of bringing this out. Definitely some of the Park City area sand pits. Yeah, maybe like some out here, maybe one over in this corner. Maybe one out this side as well. Do these want surface painting? I think the sprites come through them otherwise, don't they? Yes, they do. Okay. Let's do a little pattern of roadies. I see what. Yeah, should we go for the Alfred Russell? Was it? Was that the rival to what's his face? Darwin. Where's that comment gone? Have I lost it? I can't say that. I'll say it anyway. Yeah, true. Yeah. Yeah. If the kid flies off at speed was my first audio of this video joining. Yeah, we're building another natural selection elementary. Yeah. Maybe that's why other people are going so slow now, because Ilos is so dangerous that like we need to be careful of like every corner. We can add that into lore if you guys want. Prepare to die. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. We do like prepare for life lesson. Why can't I find Alfred Russell? Okay, I think that feels appropriate then, doesn't it? If that was the rival to Darwin. So we'll go for the Alfred Russell. LE Elementary. Did we name the Darwin one? Where was it? It is... Where the hell is it? It's here, isn't it? Yes, this is it. Oh, we used the egg statue outside of this one too. Oh, back when we used big parking lots. So good. I can't use these now because of the nerds. Yes, we just got it Darwin Elementary School, didn't we? Okay then. So on the opposite side of this city, we now have Alfred Russell Elementary. I have no idea if that's true. I've no idea. It couldn't be. Oh look, we actually set aside some residential demand for once. That is a nice surprise, isn't it? When was the last time that happened? Let's turn off any offence felt. Let's come in with slightly less spacing. Oh no, not that. Undo. And then we'll just do a little roadie pattern along the road. So it shelters off that rougher concrete edge. Maybe around the car park too. Okay. Add the roadies, they're full of sharp spines. Are they? I thought roadies were pretty tame plants. I mean, I don't know why I'm thinking that. I've no sort of horticultural knowledge whatsoever, but yeah, it could be. Okay, so we'll surface paint through the back now. I really don't like that random playground there. The swing set kind of works nice though. We'll keep it in. Okay, and let's bring that up to there, and then make that flush with the road. So let's see how much education demand that's actually chipped away. Absolutely bugger all. Of course. Oh, a few candies playing City Skylines. Maybe we're going to be getting another Oregon episode this week. We'll see. No pressure if you see, if that's the case. Oh, that's why it's down, because I've lowered my budget. That's probably why, isn't it? Okay, we'll slightly increase that though. Okay. I don't think that's too bad, is it? We're working with a nice sort of transition area from these sorts of spaces. I think I'm missing a lot of chat, oh my god. Oh hey Lance, welcome in mate, didn't even see you join. How you doing? Happy Friday buddy. The Indoctrination Academy, that'll be a good shout, especially for Ilos as well. Alfred Russell Wallace, was that his full name, Collard? It's mine with the difficulty finding the Darwin. It's hard when the Margrid all looks the same. It's like, which frame was it in? Okay. No spines on Jen's roadies. Okay. You'll be lucky, I hope so, if you see. I hope so. Hey Tony, welcome into the stream, mate. Hey, welcome back, Bad Wolf, already. Hail Sigma, yes, summon the elect counts lands. Summon the elect accounts. Okay, so there's some more service paint here as well, isn't there? Let's do this. How long have we been here now? I've been in the suburb for an hour. We might head over to the waterfront in a second. At least we've got these frames ready established now for when that demand spikes again. Dude, it's actually been quite a convenient city to stream Ilos because so much of the city, especially in and around the Margrid frames, is very copy and paste. I can't just keep doing endless suburbia for episode after episode. It's these sorts of builds that lend themselves really nicely for streams. I've enjoyed it. No, we can't do that there. That's where the pathway is, isn't it? Perhaps a touch of expanded cafe eatery space next door. I think we can do that. Oh, I love the little cracked decals that are on the back of that commercial unit there. Which one is that? Is that the vape shop? Yeah, that's the 2x2 University City asset. I don't really pay that enough attention. Quite a nice one. Find some tileage. Let's go for, I think a bit of classic park life is always welcome, isn't it? What's this one? Can we do linear fence for though? Have we come off? Yes, we have. There we go. Go. And then let's just grab decals. And go. Where's the pathway actually? Yeah, we'll have the room for that. That's okay. Bring that out the side, maybe around the back. It's a little bit grim around the back though, isn't it? Yeah, sort of like a dumpster there and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, park life props will do as a job here, I think. Especially the old, well not the old, the relatively new discovery actually of hedge-lined tiles with all park life props gives a very nice sort of little jump in height, isn't it? It's like a very mini crawling height on the ground. Right, and I guess anything would fall under that criteria, right? If it ever so slightly comes off the ground, it's a crawling height. Going by that logic. Some classic wooden tables as well. Okay, little bin. And are you guys okay for lights? Yes, perfect. Cool. I think that's quite a nice use of that space, isn't it? Where we had the bend in the frame. Thrown together a little school park design with some selective commercial usage again. I think, hey CarPlays, welcome to the stream. What's the mod you use to switch to day or night? That is Ultimate Eye Candy, Bad Wolf. You can right click. Actually, I think DM told me this way back when DM actually played cities. If you right click the sort of little circle here around the edge of the globe, it will jump to that time of day once you have Ultimate Eye Candy installed. Massive help, really helpful. Yes. She's really holding up. Look at the kids flying into the cactus, yeah. Yeah, if Surface Painter doesn't give you a nice straight edge, you could put a path along the edge. True, yeah, although Surface Painter is actually quite handy in this map because it's all northeast-southwest divided, thanks to the setup of the map from Eggsy and Karina. So it's not usually too much of an issue. Yeah. The Surface Painter messes with the plain concrete path. You wouldn't give it a sharp edge. Yes, it would with the vanilla ones. I think it would with the part life ones though. But yeah, then you're just forcing yourself to sort of do that, aren't you? But it's okay. We're okay with Surface Painter for the most part. Don't have to force in any unnecessary part life pathways. Don't like the tall palms here. Stick to the smaller versions. Yeah. A little bit of something like that. Where's the dimensional demands going now? These are still whinging. Let's just give them a temporary power connection so they shut up. There we go. See how long that power sync takes to notice now with the simulation speed on this setting. It's so long. Oh my god, this is so slow. Okay. It's not going to change, is it? It will eventually. Okay. Cool. So we did mention actually having sort of a configured pathway here so it frames the little grass corridor, doesn't it? These should be equidistant, right? That's 11 units. 11 units. Again, it's extra nodage, but I'm very tempted to do this. just for the shape in the grid. It does give it a slightly more phallic finish, but I think it's something we can only really see from the bird's eye view, so we'll deal with it. Hey, Wee, how are you? Hey, Maquatez, am I pronouncing your name right? I'm doing well, buddy. How are you? Welcome to the stream, my friend. Welcome to the stream. When I was in Tucson as a kid, I saw an empty desert lot like that. Jumped off my bike and really screwed myself up. Hard to be young again. Are you still in Arizona now, Bacon Pills? It's okay if you don't want to confirm that, by the way. I realised I'm just basically asking you where you live, but we're always happy to meet fellow, well, not fellow, Arizonans anyway. Yeah, I always appreciate a little bit of Phoenix approval from the Arizona people. Okay, a couple more bushes out this way. Maybe a couple little California shorties as well will be welcome. With some of the sparser vanilla overgrowths just to fill that space. Okay. Not too bad. I'm really happy with this little suburban frontage now. Are we on board? Are we happy with the nighttime view, more importantly, perhaps? Yeah, I think we've got some new interesting road shapes happening here, right? There is... The stupid purple trams are still here. Go away. Oh, Lord Eggsy with a £5 super chat. Someone earlier mentioned realistic parking as a cause. Try turning it off. Okay, it's realistic parking. Thanks so much for the super chat, Eggsy. You didn't need to super chat that, mate. You should have just tagged me. Thank you for the super chat, mate. I appreciate that. Is that not going to absolutely murder the city, though? With realistic parking turned off? Should I do that live, or should we do it later? I feel like that's something we should do later. I think. Yeah, not sure. I tagged you twice, or did you? I can't see it, Eggsy. Oh, sorry, mate. Yeah, I can't see them. Sorry. Appreciate it, mate. Hey, CityZilla, welcome to the stream, buddy. I'm doing well. How are you? It won't kill anything. Okay, then. Let's turn realistic parking AI off. Oh, I just changed that. Oh God, what did I change it to? I didn't even see. Gameplay. So we're turning off enable more realistic parking, right? Maybe save. Yeah, that's a good shout, Voy lad. Yeah, let me save first, just in case this absolutely destroys Ilos's AI. Okay, let's get short of it then. Let's turn off that enable more realistic parking. Oh my God, did that fix it? It looks like it did. They're slightly faster now, right? Oh my God, that was it. That was it. Oh, who was that? Who shot? That was the fix. That's done it. It was realistic parking AI. What a twat. As if that's been doing it. Doesn't that annoy, like, ruin all my car parks now, though? Who shouted that out? They deserve something named after them for that. It's definitely faster now, right? Because now it's just following the speed slider, 65%. Yes, much faster. It's still not quite back to regular speed, but it looks like it's more on 65% now as to how I used to have it. Okay, amazing. If someone can let me know who said that, you'll get something named after you. I'll name a skyscraper after you, whoever shouted that out. Thank you so much. Been trying to find a fix for that all morning. Fred's was the shout. Is he still here? I hope he is. Okay, it was Fred's. Alright then. What skyscraper? Should we go for the tallest one? The office one? So it's Fred's with a 2 D's. Oh God, everyone's spelling his name differently. How do I spell it? Fred Z. There we go. In my city it's sorted, but I got a huge traffic build up afterwards. Okay, so we'll go for Redzy. Redzy Towers. Okay, so you got a huge traffic build up afterwards, did you? We'll see how the Margrid handles it then. Definitely faster though. You've just reset the simulation though, after a city restart and a few saves, you'll see. What, so it's going to go back to the way it was, Lance? I mean, I'm pretty sure we need advanced parking AI on for the car parks you have in the city, right? Not that I have any understanding of how that works. Yeah? Okay, I think I'm happy with this suburban expansion. I think we'll head down to the waterfront now. A lot of this space here will be taken up with the main street episode, bringing in those skyscrapers, so I don't really want to do too much work on this side, just sort of expanding out the roads and giving ourselves some more frames to satisfy once the demand actually comes in. FYI, you owe me £5? I do, Eggsy. Yes, I do owe you £5, mate. I'll buy you a kebab or something. Yeah, I'll buy you a kebab. Are we still mega slow down on the waterfront? It does seem faster in some... Maybe it's just because they're turning the corner, they're slowing down. These cars are definitely faster. The trams are certainly faster as well. They were really crawling when we did that. Okay. So yeah, let's do some waterfront detailing here where we've got the park space in. I want to do something with this. Not necessarily. Check simulation accuracy 2. How high is that? It's on high at the minute, Lance. Do you want to change it? I feel like I should not be doing a mod fix live on stream, but you guys are watching anyway, so welcome to the stream. Welcome in. People will still park, just less off them, and the game will still take time to get up to full speed. Okay. Okay. Hey, we can't stay sadly, but wanted to say hi. Have a good one. Thank you, Adam. Appreciate that, mate. Thank you. Can we have a night shot of that downtown, of the downtown build viewed from the new suburban area? Yeah, sure, Valley lad. Sure. Here? This way you wanted it? Let's have a little hydration break and a posture check out as well, guys, while we're here. There you go. You can get the suburban area in the foreground, right? Yep, let's stretch our shoulders, have a little drink as well. Also need to change it to low, always low. I think I changed it. I accidentally scrolled over it, didn't I? That was my mistake. Yeah. Okay, because I know really little about the internal traffic manager settings. It's not my forte at all. Yeah, oh, I love the tram in that park now though. That's so cute. There's people stopping here now as well. Oh, yes. Good. Okay, yeah, it's not too bad, is it? It's constant crawling up to downtown Ilos anyway. Fantastic. Right, let's do some waterfront stuff. So I'm just thinking some really simple benches here. I'm also going to relocate the intercity bus terminal as well onto this side. Yeah, we'll do some nice little bushes and benches here. Should be quite a nice time. We'll see anyway. So let's find a bench. Oh, Run Mexico. He's playing City Skylines as well. Oh, I love Casino's Steam username. Fucking Run Mexico. So funny. Yeah, I don't use the option. When I put in parking lots, they get used, but not as much. People tend to pocket their rides. Okay. Okay. Because there is a lot of car parks in Ilos, so I'd rather them not all become totally redundant, but that's definitely had an effect on it, hasn't it? Changing the simulation AI like that, so that is how I'll be spending my Friday evening today. Let's just grab these and move it actually and mirror them. It's going to be easier, isn't it? You will mirror opposite my pathway. There we go. Does that span them round though? No, they were still facing the water. That's okay. Okay, so let's decide on the intercity asset. I do have the big intercity bus terminal here, but I actually think just the regular, this one, just the bus station is probably a little bit more appropriate for what I want to happen here. For a little intercity convergence point. Why is the terrain doing that? Why? Why is the terrain all weird here? You shouldn't be. You okay? Do we need a little bit of level terrain before we start working on you? Constant crawling to downtown. Alright, yeah. Here it is in Atlanta. Quite literally a constant crawl into downtown Ilos. Hey Turtle, welcome to the stream, my friend. How you doing? Alright, let's just grab that single segment, which for some reason has decided it wants to be ever so slightly elevated. Let's do these two nodes. There we go, now it's level, I think. Okay. Let's go for some bus roads. Do some nice node controller work here as well. 2-lane, one-way only bus road. This sounds like a little bit of me. Let's bring it out from... Actually, we need to place the intercity bus station first. This would be helpful, so we know what room we actually have to work with. It's going to be disconnected for right now. I think I also want to bob off the bushes too. Be gone. Wonderful. Oh. Are they props? They're props, aren't they? I think. Yeah, it should be roof vegetation. Yeah, there we go. Let's get rid of those. And that tiny little one as well. Cool. So I'm actually quite happy with the aesthetic of the bus terminal actually backing onto the quay. Almost looks like you can exit the terminal out onto the waterfront directly. I think I'm on board with that. Okay. Then we'll do some of the bus action, or bus roads, which I guess qualifies as bus action as well, right? Do we use the 1 unit one? I do like the 1 unit roads. Comparing it to the 2 units. Yeah, let's go 1 unit. Okay, and then let's do a little curve in. Alright, let's dive into the wonderful world of node controller. Hide our markings. This also needs to become the rounded version of this, doesn't it? I'll have a look at that in a second. Let's square everyone off, and then we'll offset green. And then also a little bit of blue as well. A touch of red, just to stop that tearing from happening. And then I might just want to sort of shift blue out a little, actually. Okay, we just want to open up this node. Okay. Yeah, I think that sits in quite nicely on the curve, doesn't it? Just how that pavement opens up, that's really what I'm after. And then we'll need to grab the rounded versions of these American roads. So we get the break. Which does look a little bit weird, but it's fine, it's okay. Okay. Finally saw it. Oh, what, from Mexico? Yeah. You've been waiting for that one, casino, right? You've been waiting for that. We got 137 over here as well, everyone. Welcome in for a little bit of Friday afternoon streaming. I hope you're all okay. So I want to extend the tram line now so it actually flows down into the bus terminal. Again, a little bit of public transport convergence is always a good thing, isn't it? So let's go for the one-way tram only roads. We'll do a little sweeping curve there, I imagine. And then we'll bring it down. Okay, we'll have to tidy up our surface painter work here now as well. Which I think actually we might just cut it off about here and let this sort of sit a little bit more grassy, maybe. Yeah, take off a few layers of it there. Okay, we've got a bus terminal on the Isle of Wight. That sits back to Waterfront just like that. There you go, Tony inspired. Well, Tony Regime, welcome to the Isle of Wight inspired build. So these roads will currently change with the addition of the airport. We need a stop along the waterfront here as well. Yeah, stop here at alternating spaces. We'll have them staggered. Yeah, so these roads, I'm just going to very temporarily and crudely... Oh, now Eggs is playing Cities Skylines. God, they're all on Cities. Everyone's inspired from an Ilos stream. Or they're trying to help me fix the simulation speed, one or the other. So these are really rudimentary connections right now, but at least they're hooked in this side of the downtown. Of course, the airport will eventually lie here, so all this will be ripped out, but at least it's a connection for the time being. Okay. I think we'll surface paint on the right-hand side of the bus terminal. I don't think I've got any bus props. I don't think I have them turned on. Because I do have my custom buses as a prop version. Could also tether this with a sightseeing bus depot too. Or an actual bus depot itself. How awful would you look here? Oh, I don't like that you've got the high tiles at the front. That's a bit weird. Let's see if we can finagle this one around without losing its connection. And then we're using that industrial fence here, aren't we? I know which one that is. That's the vanilla industrial stuff. Which is this one. Yes, it is. Any chance you'll do an Aussie build, OE? So, I've promised you guys an Australian tropical themed build after Ilos. That will be the next main city. However, I'm now very strongly considering kind of a deep South American build. Maybe like a Mississippi or a Tennessee. And although not deep South, I'm also quite interested in Charleston in North Carolina as a point of inspiration. So I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure. I'll let you know. I will actually let you know. Okay, so I think I'm happy to have some more part life boundaries up here as well, you know, with the little linear fence fill hedge number 1s. I think these are a firm favourite at the minute, aren't they? Especially for hiding sort of rough tile edges like this. Yeah, so like, I'm quite keen to do sort of a vanilla plus tropical build in the vein of Ilos without as many assets. We'll definitely go to a more quality of life vanilla plus setup. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure yet. It depends what I feel like playing. Breaking my heart away. I'm so sorry, Sarah. I'm so sorry. There definitely will be an Aussie inspired tropical theme build. I just don't know if it will replace Ilos. Yeah, because we've looked at the Gold Coast before. Also, I had someone shout out Melbourne as well. Yeah, sounds like you need to visit America to be properly inspired. Probably does, Jennifer, doesn't it? Yeah, probably does. Get myself down for that sort of spicy Tennessee barbecue, I think. Do one modded, one vanilla. I mean, you're running 2 maps now. That's true. Yeah, because the Noobs Guide will eventually be replaced by something. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. Yes. If you do Darwin, it'd be a good start for a tropical. I'll have a look at that, Bad Wolf. Is that where you're from? I know you're Aussie, right? Feeling spicy today? I'm not feeling too bad, God. How are you? It's weird addressing someone as God. At the deep south, there's some crazy sweeping interchanges either side of a river tunnel, like Mobile, Alabama, that are gorgeous. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm just not sure yet. We'll find out together when the time comes. A little bit of node controller here. Let's turn these off. Spread them out as well. Is that surface painter that's messing with that? Yes, it is. Okay, so we now have people turning up from the highway roads, which is good, I guess. Just going to throw these a very temporary solar panel because they're not getting power until the power grid links into them, so that'll be fine. Okay, so this is alright so far, isn't it? I think it's okay. Does Surface Painter behave itself well with these one unit roads? It is a little bit tricky, isn't it? Looks like we can get away with it though. Let's fill in this little central plaza with concrete. And then we will do some covers and some sort of waiting area detailing, maybe for people that are trying to leave the city. Oh, see, I love that. See, this is what modded cities skylines bring us. All these little sort of like shapes in pavements and like a little sort of concrete island in the road network. Absolutely love that. It's so good. Surface Painter is such a massive quality of life missing from the base game. So let's do a pathway that links into the tram network. Then we'll grab some of our concrete roofs. Greetings, OE. I've learned so much from thee. Thank you so much, Ant. Glad you'll be able to be inspired from the videos, mate. Glad you're enjoying them. Where have they gone? Where are my little props? Yeah, I want these. Wait, is there a pathway there? Did I draw that around? I must have done. I don't remember doing that. Or is that on the actual Fantastic Fountain itself? Not sure. Okay, so let's set up one of these little templates and then we'll do a copy and paste job with them. I'm from North Carolina, Charleston, South Carolina and Wilmington. North Carolina's so beautiful. Yes, we have a subscriber, one of our patrons, Josh, is from Charleston in North Carolina, and we've sort of spent some time in Google Earth looking around it. And it just looks like the type of city that would translate really well into a cities inspired build. And it's just something I'm quite keen to try. But at the same time, there's also some really nice ideas knocking about in Australia too, so... yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we fancy. The grid barely exists here in the south. Really gaming ages. Is it not massively gridded in the south? Yeah. Be interesting to see an Aussie build. You'll have to switch your brain to driving on the left though. Yeah, that's the biggest challenge. I cannot play this game with right-hand traffic. Or left-hand traffic, sorry. Yeah, absolutely throws me off so bad. It's really confusing. So let's do small planters next to the shelters. And we'll go for one of our favourite trees. Touch of juniper. I feel like I use juniper all the time. Let's go for something different. Alright. Oh, there we go. Random jump into the sky. So we'll throw that on this side as well. Okay. Grab all of it. Actually, I only need to grab this side, don't I? And then I'll spin them around. Also, what will work nicely here is actual functional taxi stands. Even though they're not really that functional in the game, because no one ever waits at them. But that's okay. We can pretend. Spin this around. Maybe have a couple of these in between each of the shelters. Something like that. Okay. Very much enjoying this little concrete island though. Enormous fan of that. Bad Wolf became a YouTuber. Thank you so much, Bad Wolf. Really appreciate the membership, buddy. Thank you so much. Should have access to some cute little emojis now, which we often shout out for people to spam occasionally. And you'll have the little egg logo next to your name as well. Yes, if you did Gold Coast Australia, you get to use all those ugly high-rise buildings. Ugh, is that not a good thing, Jennifer? We're not Jennifer, Sarah, sorry, we're not a fan of those. Thought I saw someone mention earlier how slow traffic is. It's improved since we've turned off the advanced parking AI, but it's still not amazing. It's better though, definitely better. Yeah. That's a great shout for mixing things up for the next city, to be honest. What is the traffic drive? that what you mean, DM? Not sure. I've had issues with a few mods with left-hand drive. It's so amusing that it's confusing when it's literally how you drive. Yeah, I know, Casino. Yeah, it is. It's really weird. Because I've learnt to play the game from Imperial Jedi back in 2015. So I just set it up the same as he did, and I just never, ever switched back. So I'm just used to it now, yeah. Yeah, I'm just used to it. I agree with the cities in the south don't follow grids, but Memphis is one city that is hugely grid-based, okay. Charleston is a good mix. It's pretty low-rise, would be a great fit for egg style. I also like how the New Orleans idea with the waterfronts and bridges. I remember talking about New Orleans on a stream and looking at its tram network. I was a huge fan of that. That was really nice, but I think you've got to go quite asset heavy with New Orleans to come close to its vibe, just because it's got such like distinctive architecture. I don't think you can pull it off with vanilla assets. Bring some benches under the taxi stands as well. Okay. Nice little corner now, isn't it? Love to see someone using the stairs back and up to the next layer, but of course there's no reason for anyone to go up there yet, but eventually that will come to fruition. We okay at night time here too? Yeah, maybe a little dark around the intersection, but I think it's alright. Okay. Happy with that, I think. It's pretty understated, but it's just a little sort of outer lying city bus station. I don't think it needs vast amounts more, does it? Oh, yes, there we go. That's what we want to see. AI starting to realise the trams are over here now. Cool. Good. Okay. I think the concrete shelter designs are going to lend themselves really nicely into this space as well. So we'll grab them. Have this here, and I think I want to do a little medical clinic in this area too, because you imagine there would be one here. Again, all this area is going to be redeveloped, isn't it, as we move up this side. I might have a little test of this build today, actually, before we wrap the stream up. I want to play with some residential assets on this top layer. We'll see. You guys can help me choose the asset that makes it into the episode. Okay. Let's bring the heavily landscaped sort of palm or gravel planters down this way as well. Let's keep these going in the concrete space up until the waterfront. Actually, let's not. Let's remove this one and let's find an asset that makes this waterfront come to life a little bit, because it's all props. No one's actually coming down here and it's kind of irritating. Something from the amusement park stuff maybe. Bumper cars. Pendulum ride. That's going to look shit, isn't it? Yeah, we're not doing that. A Ferris wheel wouldn't be massively out of place, I don't think. I think if we partner it with something though. Let's throw it on a slight angle without encroaching the tram line. Yes. He says with hesitance in the voice. Souvenir shop down here as well. How far before you become disconnected? To about there. That's okay. Again, we'll line up the tileage and continue to expand it as well. And then can you guys actually just delete one more of these planter patterns? Literally the ones that I just placed in. That was a wasted effort. And then a restroom as well. Again, you get quite spinny before you lose your connection, don't you? Okay, something like that. Now I would, again, in the vein of trying to save nodes, let's use yet another pathway, just because I would love that little bit of space there to become walkable. So let's do some more tiles off the props. These are high tiles, aren't they? Where's Fusi when we need her? She knows all the tile names. Decal. There we go. Just filter it by that. Oh, Brad Stanton with a $5 Australian super chat. Oh, we love. Thank you so much, Brad. Really appreciate it, mate. Thank you so much. You're a beast. Really appreciate that. Yes, Brad love as well. Right, Brad means a lot to us all. He's come into our life and made a world of difference. Thanks for the super chat, mate. Appreciate that. We all appreciate you. Okay, so let's just extend those high tiles down onto the frontage, and then definitely some benches will be nice here. So I could use the amusement park benches. I've only just noticed that little balloon cart. Yes, please, let's have that. So I could use these ones, but you can't really sit at these. It's like you put your back to them. So I think I'd actually just prefer regular city park benches for this. Yeah, just something like that. Okay, I'm so jealous of the depth Ilos Egg has achieved in Ilos. It's incredible. Oh, what you mean with all the layers? Yeah, it's come out nicely, isn't it? Especially with the cut away from the downtown as well. That's my favourite layer. Yeah, this one here where the rail dips down and then road network pops back up again. Yeah, big lover of this sort of layer of depth here, especially with the highway in the foreground as well. Thank you, Jen. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah. Okay. Feeding some farmland fence vibes somewhere there. I can't, Valley lad. I can't use farm fencing anymore. I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed. Let's carry on the bench pattern here because this just sort of very abruptly ends. And then I think we'll do a nice sort of random mix of waterfront assets as well. I'd also like to make the quays walkable, which we might as well do with that one there. And then that joins the whole space up then. So hopefully that'll force some sims down onto the quays as well. We'll see. Yeah, because it's all like, this is like, I love prop detailing. Like, I'm trying to get better at it. But the downside is they're all props, so no sims come down here. So you've got to make sure you pair them with actual assets. So it sort of is actually functional. People come down here. Otherwise, it just looks very dead. That is not remotely equidistant, is it? Let's redo that one. There we go. So I think I'm feeling sporadic live oaks for this waterfront, but please feel free. What do you think we should have tree-wise here? You think we should go quite heavily repeated with palms, or just sort of general sporadic live oaks with some smaller palm bushes maybe? Thoughts and feelings in the live chats for the tree palette for this very small green belt that sits against the quay and the tram area. Okay, high tile, see, yes, there we go. If you kindly did know. There we go. Yes. Oh my god, blush, thanks, Awee. Welcome, Brad. Thank you, my friend. There's nothing wrong with using the post office. Why are you typing in, like, stupid SpongeBob writing casino? Is someone spamming post office? Who's spamming post office? I'm not seeing any post office suggestions. Some life rings against the water egg. News from yes, Fusey, yes, life rings. Yes, the little preservers. What are they called? Are they actually called rings? It's not under decals though, is it? Or is it? Yes, these ones. Yes, yes, please. Yes, excellent shout, Fusey. Yeah, let's get some life preservers against the water. What's it actually called? Life buoy. Yep. Or is it Biri? I think it's pronounced Biri, isn't it? I can't stand that. No, is that too many? I guess it depends how many people are drowning here, doesn't it? As to whether or not it's too many or too little. Might get some out-of-home advertising down here as well. If you make it a park area and put some gazebos or thunderboxes attached to the quays, people will walk on them. A curvy path in the park areas for you said, and get some walking path porn. Will park assets snap to a key? Okay, let's make it a park area then. going to want a gate though, isn't it? We can do that though, that's fine. I've got to list out some roadies, rows of lindens, some tall grass. As it's Ilos, and Ilos hates its citizens use yew trees as they are deadly poisonous. Are they really? Is that official tree facts, or is that... Well, I don't know why anyone would lie about that, but are yews actually poisonous? I didn't know that. If anybody wants the downtown park named after them, first person to make me laugh with a comment will get it named. Okay then, yeah, let's put the gate here. It's a natural point for a gate, isn't it? I think I'll use the gateless ones though. Otherwise the pillars are just going to like really stand out by themselves. So it's this one, isn't it? Gateless City Park main entrance. Yes, that's the one that we want. Cool. So it's Barlow Gardens. That's not a good name, is it? Reminds me of Barlow from Coronation Street. Oh, no, I should use the zoo, actually. The zoo path is what we're using here. Actually, no, I will stick to City Park. I'll change the path type. Okay, so let's grab these City Park pathways. We will come off of node snapping. This should have been configured as a crossing with node controller, which it has. And then this will become part of the path. Although I'm going to search for the propless pathway because that's benches against benches and that looks a little bit silly. So let's change that up. There we go. Okay, so thunderboxes. And then use move it to snap them onto the path, and this should increase walkability according to Livechat. Okay, let's throw in info booth a little bit further down maybe. Maybe on the entrance to the pathway. Oh, the terraforming is messing with that there though, isn't it? We can fix that though. That's just high brush strength. Or is it terraforming that's messing with that grass? Why is it disappearing so close to the key? Problem with the asset maybe? Okay, let's not do an info booth then. Let's do a park cafe. So we can have this sat near the entrance on an angle to the waterfront. That will be quite nice. Something like that. It's pronounced boy where we come from, egg. See, I've always had people disagree on this. Is it Biri or is it boy? I pronounce it boy. I think the pronunciation Biri is ridiculous, but I'm not French, so who knows. So it needs an alien coven. Yes, it does, E6. Yes, it does need an alien coven, doesn't it? That's why you only find used now in churchyards and graveyards. Really? No idea, day access. Interesting. I suggest getting some eucalyptus from the workshop. It's the most common planted tree in public areas around Phoenix. Thanks for the shout, Michael. I'll have a look at that. I didn't know that. Of course, they're poisonous, hence the phrase, you'll be sorry. Very good, Waylanders. Very good. Egg watches Coronation Street confirmed. With the Barlow thing. I used to watch Corrie. I've not watched it for about 10 years, yeah. But I used to, yeah. Yeah, I used to. Not anymore, though. Yeah. It's a very Sunnyside Park. It's Bowie. It is Bowie. We say Bowie. Nah, it's boy. There you go. There's someone breaking the status quo. I don't think no one knows, is it? It's lost knowledge. I've never heard it pronounced Bowie. I've heard it pronounced like that, Rich, but I really don't agree with it. Yeah, I think it's boy. Yeah. I've had people pronounce Bowie. I just scowl at them like, what on earth are you talking like that for? Please stop. Although I am no one to criticise anyone's English, of course. I can't speak myself. Right, let's carry on placing in some props. Nature Reserve definitely won't work. Would the little piggy train be totally out of the question here from the amusement park stuff? Like a little bit of sort of child entertainment for the kids that are visiting the park. Need to delete the benches behind it though. Alright. Let's do an alien coven. Oh, I didn't see any park names either. Actually, should we call it Bowie Park, just because that's what's taken over the live chat at the minute? There you go. We'll let the debate rage. We'll let the debate rage. Okay. Let's get some shadier trees in here to protect the children from the UV rays. Yeah, that's nice, isn't it? The shade's actually sat perfectly over the piggy train, which is quite nice. I think I'm enjoying that. Some longer grasses in as well, maybe. Sort of around the base. Actually, I might prefer the content creator grasses for this. Or if it wasn't for that stupid, bloody vertical boundary with the key. I think we're okay. Yeah, I feel like I don't want to go too heavy with the trees here. I feel like I do want some of that open parkland with the occasional tree. Hello? Are you just hanging out? Leaving the city? You're waiting for an in-city bus? Yeah, they must be. I feel like the simulation speed is still really slow. Not sure. I think a little commercial building will sit nicely here as well. At the edge of the park area. Just something low density. Probably something vanilla as well. Not the bookstore. Maybe something Green Cities. Maybe something Green Cities instead. A soy and lentils and a wine and liquor for all the vegetarian alcoholics that live in Ilos. This is their favourite spot in the city. Okay. Yeah, just a couple of little commercial units, nothing serious. Oh my god, I'm missing so much live chat. Okay, god, I'm missing so much. Right, okay, let's have a hydration break and a posture check as everyone. We'll pop a nighttime view on and catch up on the chat. There you go. Okay. Right. Let's see who's going. No, Casino, be careful. Or is Casino getting dangerous, is he? I say boy, debate is raging, it really is, isn't it? Hey MB, welcome to the stream, mate. You joined on it just in time. So Lauren is booty, right? I think it would take a reload for it to get better. Okay, thanks, Exy. I'll check once we finish the stream. Hopefully that fixes it. I love how the asset is called Cranburger and just says wine liquor on the front. Yeah, it never makes sense, does it? No, it never makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. Vegetarian alcoholics? Yes, the soy and lentils store next door to the wine and liquor. It's like a one-stop shop for vegetarian alcoholics, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. The Alkies and the vegans coming together. Yes, that's the one for you say. What of you? Thank you, Rich. Means a lot coming from you, mate. The Skyline Prince, Skyline Queen, whatever the title is these days. Vegetarian alcoholics, something I didn't expect to hear on stream. No, which is something new every week, isn't it, Star? It is. Life preserver bringing my mate into this crazy world. Say hi to Talori. Hello, Talori. It's a very exotic sounding name, Bad Wolf. That's great. There is no view of Ilos that is not spectacular. Thank you so much, Sarah. That's really nice. That's very nice of you to say. Yeah, let's have a drink here as well, though, guys. Top yourselves up with the old Aquapura. Hydration is important. Okay. I've got some fruit pastels next to me as well. Can't start eating those. Start smacking my lips down the mic. Just gotta be careful. Okay. Cool. So I think I'm a little bit happier with this waterfront now. someone getting slowly minced by a tram. There we go. Are you going into the park, sir? No, not. Oh, yes, he is. Yes, he is. I would say let's take a first-person tour, but it's going to take about 4 hours on this simulation speed to get anywhere. We'll see which way he goes. I'm actually hoping he turns left. Yeah. It's boy, England had a long maritime tradition before the USA was a country. Tony's got a point. Tony's got a point. Isn't it a French word, though? He's walking straight into the bloody cafe. No, you tit. Go somewhere else. Anyone else? Does anyone else want to walk down this area? Maybe we can add a couple more park assets down here. Am I getting tunnel vision with park assets? Do we want anything else? Oh, I'll tell you what, a little bit of waterfront bird action wouldn't have gone down quite well, but it's too narrow a space now. Yeah, that would have been quite nice, actually. Oh well, I'm not making room for a birdhouse. It's too much effort to get that in. Let's go for... What's this, merry-go-round? Let's do that. Okay. I would say it's realistic walking speed for the old guy. It's true, especially if he just got minced by the tram as well. Astro bumpers. Okay. Also sounds like a spin-off of sort of a porno set in space, doesn't it? Let's bring this down a little bit, Service Painter. I think that should sit quite nicely against... Oh, so you know what? I can actually place them against the tram line now, can't I? Because we're in the park area. Like the info booth, which would work really nicely in here, actually. Yeah, let's do that. Almost treat it as like a ticket office. Okay. It's a favourite style of detailing, isn't it? So slow. It's okay. We'll fix it. We'll get it right. What happened to my little tram stops? Where did they go? Oh, it's easier for me to just pick them off of the downtown stops, isn't it, than trying to find them. Yeah, actually, just let me grab them with Move It. Let's go for... Is that the whole thing? Yes, it is. Wonderful. And then we want to place these over the little purple signs. There we go, there's one of them. Let's go for that one. And then also one over here as well. Are we happy with that? Yeah, the tram stops help a bit, don't they? Even though they're actually sat in the tram lines. Let me amend that. Let's go for props. There we go. Okay. So I don't want it to go too over the top. I think because the rest of the waterfront is like so massively over the top here. I just want the little grass partland to be quite subtle. I think I'm happy with that. Okay. It's a nice little space. Something in the middle, I think, though. Definitely something in this central bit. Let's have a little look at that. Let's go for a larger tree. Maybe one of the ironbarks or the Australian things. Farm gums would work well here. It's actually working quite nicely for Ilos. They're very parched looking. It's an appreciated aesthetic, isn't it? Let's turn that brush strength down too. Are you having dead sim issues in Ilos? Are we? No, there's a couple of worker demands. There's a few dead people, but they're just waiting to be collected, aren't they? Yeah, someone died at the mall. Someone's died. This is a building spawn point issue, actually. Let's roll you forward. But apart from that, no. It's mainly worker demands, but that's because the residential's spiking again. Education needs sorting out as well. But I'm not just going to do school parks all stream. Okay, cool. So I'd like to help you guys, or let you guys help me choose the residential patterns that are going to occupy this space and look out over the downtown waterfront. Okay, so let's do this together. Let's bring out a road frame that we can play with. So I've got a few ideas in mind, and I also want to head into Google Earth as well, because there's a little bit of Phoenix that we haven't really ever looked at, and it kind of has an idea for this inspiration. Let's go do that now, actually. Let's go do that now. See if I can remember where it is. I know it's near the stadium. And it's when the tram line flows out of the stadium. Can I find... Yes, it's there. Literally found it immediately. Wonderful. So in terms of sort of like alternative living in the downtown that isn't a skyscraper or a condo, in Phoenix they have these sort of what are kind of like little Art Deco looking apartments or condos, houses, I don't know what you would call these, kind of factored into the tram line. And the tram runs alongside them. You can't really see them, unfortunately, because there's vast amounts of palms in the way. But you get an appreciation for the style of housing on the main road here, right? I think there's some vanilla assets that will fit this theme quite perfectly, to be fair. And then again, it's more endless downtown Phoenix condos. So let's line some up and then we'll have a little look in the live chat and see what people think. So they are vanilla assets. We want to go for... I can't filter for Art Deco, can I? Yes, I can. So I'm thinking either these ones, repeated, of course, finagled with Move It, so they're a little closer and sort of higher density looking. Okay, so I'll have a few of those in as well. So I think these ones are going to be my favourite because they kind of look straight down onto this area. Even though they're low density, they still kind of fit the theme. Kind of looks like what we saw in Phoenix, right? It's not too dissimilar. And then the other one is a vanilla building, the one that I used in 5B, which I believe is a 2x2, if I remember correctly. Yes, this one. The sort of typical more townhouses looking vibe. So I don't think this is particularly very Arizona, these styles of housing. But, you know, it's my city, so we'll see. So that's another repeatable pattern of housing that can come in. And then there's also another one, again, which I think will probably be some of the 1x1 repeatable green cities units, for which there is varying different heights and styles of these. But, again, I feel like we've used these quite a few times in Ilos now. And I feel like, are we just taking the piss using them again? So, what's your guys' favourite? A sort of housing to look down onto the big waterfront tourism plaza? Would you rather go for Art Deco housing as option number 1? Vanilla town housing as option number 2? Or green cities repeated blocks as option number 3? Let me know. Let's see what people think. We'll leave them there while we have a hydration break and I catch up on the chat, which you guys are smashing today. You're so talkative. I'm missing so much. Oh my god. No Anarchy, Move It, Rico, the list goes on and on. Most discourages me from playing. That's why I like OE though. He doesn't disappoint with the vanilla builds. Same with City Planner players. Thank you, Bacon. Glad you're enjoying it. This isn't vanilla though. This is like really heavily modded. Those houses look nice. Thank you, Zephyr. Option 1, 1, 1, 3. Art Deco, option 1. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, yeah, 1 is the overwhelming favourite, isn't it? Well, then again, 2 and 3 are getting some votes now. Agree on the green cities, we've used it a lot. Definitely prefer number 2. Interesting. And play a War Thunder while listening to the soothing voice of the OG. Welcome, Maniac. That's a really violent game to have soothing tones to, isn't it? Isn't that the tank game? War Thunder, I think it is. Oh, the Metro is getting used now as well, which is nice. Green cities for the win. 1, hydration break equals bear break, option 1. Eggsy's down for the middle one. Vanilla, but paint them white. Up to you, sir. It's going to look great anyway. One. Yeah, 1 is by far the overwhelming favourite there, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's my favourite as well. This is what my gut wants me to do. So with that in mind, let's have a little sort of sample slice as to what that will look like then. Because this area of the city, the elevated quays will be its own build. This won't be part of the waterfront. So let's see if we can just grab a few of these then and ignore the road frames. I'm aware these are sat on the road, but just so we can get an impression of what it will look like with number 1. Yeah, I think that's the choice, isn't it? Yeah, that's definitely the choice. Oh yeah, especially with the little the stairs out in front of them too. Yeah. There could also be vanilla high density assets that I'm neglecting that would also work within this theme, but I don't think I am. There's some of these, but they're a little sort of lower income looking. This will be a very rich area. Yeah, too tall. Too tall. Actually, Cathedral would be perfect there, you think? Sponsored by Eggsy. It's a European asset, isn't it? Oh, I can't even place it, it's too expensive. It actually doesn't look too bad. To be totally fair to Eggsy, yeah. It actually doesn't look too bad there. I mean, it's definitely not going there, but it's not bad. Yeah. Absolutely killing, of course, yeah. There we go. Yeah, okay. I think I like those. We'll go with those for the residential build in this area then. Yeah, they look really nice sat on top of the quays, don't they? Yeah, we'll go with those then. Okay. Fantastic. So there's still education demands. How far are we from meeting it now? We're back in the yellow for elementary at least, and high school is very nearly back in the green. Why don't we expand a little high school campus off of this? Let me delete these buildings as well. But yeah, we'll definitely go with those ones for next episode then. We'll also take inspiration from what we saw in Google Earth for a similar design out this side as well, as the western side of the downtown develops. Okay. Maybe the Grand Library thrown somewhere in there. That goes great with the Art Deco. Grand Library's not a bad shout for this area, actually, Valley Lad. If I used it? Yes, I have, haven't I? I have used the Grand Library before. It is by the stadium. But maybe it says otherwise, so we'll copy and paste it in. Ooh, yes. Ooh, yes, yes, please indeed. I've lost it now. Come back. There we go. Yeah, I was very nearly sold on the cathedral then. I was like, that's a little alright there. But no. Oh god. Right, let's make sure it's at the same height though. Can you amend your terrain, please, Grand Library? There we go. Yeah, you know it wants to be orientated though here, right? Yeah, let's have it sat against this car park. I did not even consider this building for this build because I'd already used it, so it didn't show up in the unique buildings list. Oh, that's kind of perfect though. I really like that. Especially to sit at the opposite end of the plaza as like a sister asset to the Theatre of Wonders down here. Are we on board with that? Yeah, I thought for a second I was going to put it in. Yeah, I was nearly there. Yeah, that was close. Oh my god. Right. How far can we move you before you become disconnected? There we go. That'll be fine. Then let's do surface paint all around. Get rid of the grass. I probably want to bob this as well, just to get rid of the vanilla trees. There we go. Definitely some quite exotic looking things around this, I think. Oh, I could use my network planters. These would work really nicely with this. Oh, no, it's nodes. It's nodes. Stay away from them. Triangle planter. We do have square corners, so we can actually see what we can do with perhaps a little triangle number in these little edges. Okay, that's fine. Let's then go with some of our... Let's go for a different tree. Again, something that we tend to not use very often. The boreal pines massively clash with the desert. I can't really get away with them. That one. That one's very nice. What's this one? This is one of the street trees? Common tree 1, apparently. Wonderful. How about a quick detailing time lapse? Is what it needs, isn't it? Bacon. I often think that on stream. I'm like, this is where I would do a detailing time lapse now, but you're forced to sit through it. Yeah. Couple of oval numbers directly at the head of the nodes of the car park. And then perhaps we keep that pattern going all the way around as well, so we stay symmetrical with the library. I think we should be able to use the mirror function here. No, we won't, because it's a building, not a network. Okay, ignore me then. Let's just eye them up to the best of our ability. Somewhere about there. And then we'll leave this side empty because it's sort of lopsided. We'll do something else there. How strange would a different tree look in every planter? Almost as though it's some sort of like collection of different vibes. Just trying to think out the box. Try and break up the planter patterns. We do a lot of planter detailing in Ilos, but I feel like a lot of it ends up being the same. High tiles will look nice with the blue of the windows on that building. Yeah, maybe a little bit of tileage just to help break the vast concrete area that's developed in front of it now. Let's go for that, VC. VC is going to put her tile reputation on the line. Why doesn't... Oh, it's called high level tiling. That's why it doesn't show up when you search tile. Okay. And where's the actual entrance to this thing? Does it have a door? Or are the glass panes the doors? I think they are, aren't they? Okay. We'll bring it out the door. So we come down this side. And then if we can just align it with those lampposts, that would be quite appreciated. There we go. And then the same way. Are we going to the pavement there? No, we're stopping at the edge of the pavement, aren't we? Yes, that's what it needed. Do you know what I think it could do with as well, actually, is a touch of Old Faithful. These ones. You will now move... Oh, let me grab trees as well. Come over this side. I'm going to have to do the tileage central, aren't I? Otherwise it looks really odd. So this will be the central point. Let's bring it out from this space. On linear fence fill, please. It's about there, isn't it? Yeah, that's more central. Let's place in a manual one. Okay. Do some rocks either side of it. Let's come ahead and grab some of our favourite green cities fencing. If we can find it. This one. We'll need collision to be off for this as well, which it is. So it should be okay now. Yeah, that's perfect. Might do another little light down here as well. The little light pattern, we'll see. Let's just grab props, copy the fence over to the new one. Let's go for fountains, so just do 7-meter ones while we're here. Just a little triplet of them. Perhaps light. Again, I'm leaning into after dark because they're the best ones. And can I use the floor lights here? Oh, they're a little bit too subtle, aren't they? Well, actually, they wouldn't be subtle if it wasn't for this road here. Let's network skin this. I don't want any traffic lights here. I will manually light it myself because that orange light is really murdering it. And we will also upgrade the tree in the middle into a palm. So let's go for content creator palms. That'll be fine for right now. Okay. It's very dark. I apologise, guys. You probably can't see what's going on that well. I want to do the tile again. Just filter by decals. It's easier, isn't it? Actually, just use move it. That's literally the easiest solution to my problem. Let's grab the decals here. And then let's bring them so they're flush with the fence borders. That's not even remotely straight, is it? We'll have to tidy that up. Thankfully, move it's here to help. Yeah, we also want buildings as well to grab the rock. There we go. Slide them into the corners. Oh yeah, those fences are really not straight, are they? That is not good prop line work. You can't really tell though. Okay, and then we'll search for something with a light. Okay. Oh, morning desert people. Good morning 2C. How are you, mate? Nice to see you again. 2C has been building on Ilos and built the cutest little apartment complex. I might show it up on the Discord actually in a second here. It's really nice. So would these little tiny little floor after dark lights be sort of taking the piss a little bit? Or is it quite subtle, cute, appropriate lighting? These floor lights have taken me by storm recently. And we've been using them in the park areas. Okay, and then let's search for another light that can actually light up the street now because the street is super dark. Is that subtle enough? I need to remove the surface painter underneath the... Wait, is this surface painted? Oh no, that's part of the building, isn't it? Yeah, okay. No, we can't get rid of the concrete then. Because I think the Grand Library has the lights on it already, and it's already kind of like, oh my god. I don't think it needs any more out front, apart from the little sort of pathway lighting rights. It's okay, right? It's a little bit subtle, but it's helpful. It works. Bushes. Some sort of greenery in here, just to break up the concrete. Let's go for a couple of little red bushes. Or should I go with saguaros? No. Where's my little red numbers gone? Yeah, these ones. Let's alternate the pattern here so it mirrors. Add gravel paint to where the rocks are. Oh, actually, yeah, we'll gravel work instead. Yes, 2C. Thank you for waking up and coming into the stream. That's what it needed, yes. We're slightly out of the surface painter range there, aren't we? We'll have to bear with that one. But yes, that helps it settle in, doesn't it? Bit of gravel and sort of greenery within the fountain gardens. Okay, I almost want to remove the date palms out the middle of the car park now. I feel like they're blocking it. I think we will, actually. I feel like it is becoming a little bit sort of too tree spicy. Let's just replace this down with sort of saguaros and dry grasses. Nothing overly landscaped here. Couple of little regular bushes in too. Bit of vanilla overgrowth. Never goes amiss either, does it? There we go. Fantastic. For the amount of water features, I'm sure Charlie Dimmock emigrated to Ilos. That joke has gone right over my head, Diaxis. I did not know who that is, but I hope it's good. I think it's okay. Oh, Turtle the Builder with a 500 RSD super chat. Looks great. EDD. Again, I don't know what EDD means, but thank you so much, Turtle. Really appreciate it, mate. Thank you so much. Appreciate the super chat, buddy. Of course, Turtle the Builder, the maker of our wonderful billboards, for which we have one right behind us. Vote for the governor. Get out of my pub. Thank you so much for these billboards, Turtle. Like, really good, mate. Just absolutely perfect for what I wanted. Yeah, we'll have to get some more made. That looks excellent. What, no pink lights? Not here, Bad Wolf, no. I'm trying to keep it fairly subtle, because the waterfront's already so, like, massively in your face. With lights and colour, I think it's just a little bit more obnoxious to have that constantly going over this side as well. Oh, look at the sprawl of the Mar grid now. Sorry, just distracted. Distracted by all those. Okay. Oops, egg. Okay, right, I thought that's what you meant, Total. Thank you for the super chat, mate. Appreciate that. Okay. Well, I'll do some park assets here now. Let's go for... a soccer field. Oh, this one. I love this little park asset. It's one of my favourites. Can't have it there, though. Maybe. I'll say this would have looked cute in the... Yeah, I'm going to put that here. There's a little sort of inner city playground for children living in the apartments, maybe. So it's a cute little asset, that one. Adorable. Love it. Let's go for high school soccer field. Break this frame. Am I against repeated soccer spice? Almost as though it's some sort of sports facility here. Soccer, sorry, my apologies. Football. My American is falling out again. A little sports facility here. A little bit of recreational sport. There's no other way to say that, is there? I don't know why I'm trying to find another word in for it. Needs surface painting though to get rid of the grass sprites. Which we can actually might mass surface paint this all with gravel. Yeah, I think we will. Just because there's a lot of concrete around here. Which is fine, it's downtown Ilos, but I would like to break a little bit of that relentless grey. Like we've replaced the relentless grey or relentless white of Novaria with the relentless grey of Ilos' surface painter. Okay, Charlie Dimmock is off a UK gardening show called Ground Force. I would absolutely have no idea about that. That is not my knowledge or my remit whatsoever. Further cute inspiration is also available. Why don't we do one of those little cut through car parks through here and do a little bit of one-sided parking through the middle of the sports facilities? Great space fillers, these. Let's come to a road guideline and a curve tool. We'll snap that one. And then go in. But yeah, there's also a sign here as well. You guys didn't see this in the episode. Although I think this is more appropriate now, kind of sat opposite the baseball fields rather than against the road. Again, one of Turtle's wonderful billboards. I love that so much. It's really good. Can we grab a few more for this? Actually, imagine this would be sort of like a high advertising area, right? Let's get the alien billboard in here too. Yeah, right next to the stands, so like the pitcher and all the players can see the board. And we've got a vote for governor sign out here as well. I've also got all this out of home crap that I've never used before. It's somewhere here, isn't it? I think. Yeah, there's a little out of home billboard advertising. Got an Absolute Vodka billboard for some reason. And a Hennessy advert as well. I'm not some kind of secret alcoholic, but I've got booze adverts on here for some reason. Okay. Now you kick a ball with your foot. Football kind of makes sense. Yeah, 100% does. It is football. Absolutely. This isn't even like the Bowie boy debate. It's football. No questions. Yeah, it is. So yeah, it's a little bit one-sided parking here as it runs through the area. And then maybe a little spot here for some refreshments. Perhaps a couple of bars and cafes. For parents that aren't interested in their children playing sport. Or indeed, the alcoholic parents. So we'll use, again, University City stuff is always nice, isn't it? Definitely like Catfish Cafe, if we can find it. Where's it gone? There we go. And then maybe a Fry Guys, so the fat kids can be happy as well. Actually, there's a bigger Fry Guys, isn't there? Is it this one I want? It's probably this one, actually. Yeah, there you go. And then maybe a Cranburger. No, that's a lot of fast food for a little sports facility, isn't it? Maybe one of these in. And a little one by one. Okay, we'll also bring the gravel around here too. Yes, we will. I'm happy with it. At least up until where the concrete on the Institute of Creative Arts sits anyway. Concrete all that up. Okay. If you're enjoying the stream as well, guys, a like below really helps me out. Thank you so much. Okay, so something we see quite a lot in Arizona, Phoenix especially, is lots of repeated sports fields just rammed in as close as possible to each other. And I think they complement the crawling height into the downtown district, or the nightlife district, a little bit better, don't they? It's also going to be nice sort of aesthetic viewing from the houses that will sit on this layer 2 looking down over this area now, isn't it? Cool. No eggnog, no, it's not, no. Yeah. The boy Bowie debate has already been resolved on Discord. A resounding win for the UK, is it? Is it a resounding win, Lauren? Well, say we're ducky with the $5 Australian super chat. I've totally hit a wall. It's 2:20 AM. Time to duck off. Night all. Love your builds, and I'll catch you later. Thank you so much, Sarah. Thank you for staying up to 2:20 AM. Really appreciate that, lovely. And thank you for the super chats today as well. You gave me one in the premiere earlier too. I really appreciate that. Have a good sleep, lovely. And we'll see you in the morning. Okay, this is cute. It's nice to see the Metro getting a little bit of use now. Oh, Jen's back as well. What have I missed while driving? We're making a fat kid sport complex thing. Just to fill up some space. And again, I think a little bit of Ilos' sort of tree palette now will be welcoming just to help reintroduce a touch of green into all of the concrete and stuff. Couple of the larger palms, a little bit of vanilla overgrowth, and maybe some content creator grass as well. Really like these. Yes, please. There we go. Some taller trees too. There. Palm plants are what we want. Okay, I'm happy with this now. Sort of nice open breathable spaces developing in and around the higher buildings. we should be relatively happy with the inclusion of this sim with the skyline as well. Okay, that was the darkest the stream's been since the play park story earlier. It was, wasn't it? That play park story got dangerous pretty quickly. Thoughts and feelings on this space, guys? What do you fancy here? And it's that awkward transitional space up into the residential, isn't it? What happened to your $8 million? We spent it, you see. We spent it, mate. This build we did last episode was ridiculously expensive. This was all lots of uniques, museums, just, yeah, crazy, crazy expensive. This waterfront, that drained a massive amount of the treasury. Yeah. Okay, he nearly replaced the cathedral. Nearly, yeah. It actually wasn't a bad shout from Eggsy for once. Possible further uniques? I don't think so. Maybe a small modern city centre commercial strip. Maybe. They're quite tall with the modern city centre units, aren't they? I want to start falling away here a little bit. These ones aren't too bad. Big hospital. You know what, actually, the Japanese content creator hospital might work nicely in this space. Especially on the corner, because it has the little mini crawling height in it as well. Does it glitch with the station? No. Yeah, I think a hospital. Who was that? Triple P. Thank you for the suggestion, mate. Yeah. Content creator hospital on this corner. And I don't think partnering it with some further healthcare assets is really going to be totally out of the question either. Like the sports hall, which does actually sit quite friendly with this asset if you finagle them together. Okay, again, yeah, nice crawls up to main skyline now. It's all very subtle, but it adds to it. It's important that we continue to respect the skyline as we build things around it. There's also the medical laboratory as well, but probably not here. It's probably too advanced looking, I think. There's always the old faithful child healthcare centres as well, which, based on the Ilos schooling system, is probably something that's needed sooner rather than later. Okay, does that sit nicely against here as well? I'm sure. I too am in Straw Town, 12:25 AM. Good night, Bad Wolf. Thank you for hanging out, mate. We are slowly losing the Aussies. How's police and fire coverage? And we've got police and fire stations in the main square over here with the little police detailing thing out the back with all the cars. I love these little scuff decals. Add a nice bit of age to the concrete, don't they? Yeah, we've got police and fire coverage here. If anything, it's the healthcare that's the coverage that's lacking. Okay. Is anyone using the keys yet? Yes, yes they are. It's first person it. Where are you going? Theatre of Wonders. Okay, Willow Cooper is walking along the keys. Let's see where she goes. Looks a little tight. It's Phoenix, isn't it? It's sort of the definition of tight, if anything, casino. That parking lot needs some plants. Which one, 2C? There's a few parking lots around here, mate. Any university buildings to place? I'm assuming you mean any, Eggsy. Some of the liberal arts stuff might work nicely down here. Oh, come on, Willow. Get on with it. First person tours take a while, everyone. Welcome to the stream. I think she's going to turn left here, isn't she? I really just want to see the skyline from the ground view. The buoyancy of them floats should be tested. Yeah, it should, shouldn't it, Casino? It should. You can't really see the skyline from here, actually. It's hidden behind the hotel. Wait, where is it? Is it? Oh no, it's there. Yeah, it's behind the mall, isn't it? Yeah, of course. I think it's nice, so I'm happy with the sort of open concrete spaces and different buildings that are all sat around here. So interesting that the AI is actually preferring to walk along the tram line to get down further down the waterfront rather than the quay. I would like to try and change that if possible. Oh, I love these tram stops though, so nice. Yes. Love the angle of that hotel on the left, that's just ever so slightly off. Oh, she's taking the tram, that's why she's walking down the tram line, okay. Well, I can't complain, they're using public transport, right? With the gravel, this one should use some plants, could it? You can throw some colourful plants in there if you want. Some of the little red, rosy and white and orange and yellow numbers that we get about. Where's the little orange and yellow ones gone? There we go. I'm assuming this is what you're referring to 2C anyway. I think so. Hey Mano, welcome to the stream, my friend. How are you? What do you mean this car part 2C? This gravel one? Oh yeah, I see what you mean actually. Maybe we can do like, actually should we do the little roadie pattern that we did earlier? That one was quite nice actually. Not on a linear fence fill though. Something like that, and then we'll leave a space here as though it's walkable. I'm not going to put a node in there. But you can pretend. Some drier grasses behind it, perhaps. I think again it kind of suffers the same symptom of almost too much gravel painter. Starts to sort of wear on the eye, doesn't it? Same with the concrete sort of breaking up with tiles and whatnot. It can be wise to do some of this as well. Let's also bring some scenarios into it too. Don't want the Arizona locals coming after me in the comments post-stream. There we go. This parking should go the opposite way. Now the cars are driving through the lots, are they? Oh, well, does it need to be on the opposite side of the road, does it? No one's actually driving down here, so I can't see. The cyclist is right in the middle. Oh yes, here we go. Oh yes, excellent shout. Yes, they do drive through the lots, don't they? Yeah. Good spot, Georgie. Yeah. Just the way we place the parking in. Let's go for this side instead. Okay. Yeah, the little grasses and the plants have helped a little bit, haven't they? Okay. The darker colour is the drive-through. Oh, okay. So it's the slightly darker bit is the drive side. Yeah, I don't usually use these one-sided car park roads, so I'm not massively familiar with them. But yeah, I can see that, right? Yeah, the darker side is where they drive. Okay. Alright. Thank you, Georgie. Appreciate that. Okay. Oh, do you mean this one too, C? Do you mean this one, mate? Yes, the one without any plants. Yeah, that's a good shout. Yes, yes. I think you mean this one anyway. If it's not this one 2C, then I'm past caring with, with the plant bit, isn't this one? This is very much waterfront road, isn't it? This should be quite bold in its decoration, I think. So I think we'll go with a repeated date palm pattern, maybe. And then again with some spatterings of the lighter vanilla overgrowth through it. Although we have to go for the small ones here so we don't bleed onto the road. Yeah, there we go. Yes, yes, good. I thought it was that one too safe, sorry mate. Takes a while, doesn't it? It takes a while. Couple of little rocks. Definitely got some more workshop bushes in here too. Couple of the longer grasses. And that's it. That's all it really needs, right? There's no need to go any sort of more complicated than that. I think sometimes less is more. We want trees and decals to grab this. And props as well for the rocks. There we go. And then boom. And spin it around so it's not perfectly mirrored every time. Something like that. Oh yeah, that's much nicer, isn't it? Yeah. Giving shade to the cars as well. Cool. I really enjoyed this waterfront. It's come together rather nicely, hasn't it? I was a bit wary about including the water in the desert, but I think breaking the dam in one side of the dried out riverbeds has actually paid off. As a lizard does a cartwheel down the quay. He's certainly enjoying it anyway, right? Cool. Okay, it looks like, yeah, we need a massive episode sorting out education, don't we? I might have to have a look at that. What is it that's still struggling? Elementary and high school, although both are back in the orange now at least. University. Ooh, university's in the orange. Ooh. Yo, 2C. What was that campus called that we found in Phoenix? It was in like the southeast, wasn't it? Was it this one? Or was it the one near the Sunday? I don't think it was Arizona State, was it? Wasn't there like a technology campus that we found out here somewhere when we were sat on VC together in Discord? It wasn't the community college, was it? No, it was a significant sort of like technology campus in Phoenix, but I can't remember where it is now, but we might do that next week, actually. I'm always down for a campus build. I'm sure it was out this way in the city. Right, got to go. What a lovely day of cities it's been. Thanks, Egg, and bye, everyone. Thank you so much for your candy. Yes, it has been a lovely day of cities. If you guys haven't seen Few Candy's Oregon today, wonderful residential waterfront build. Thank you so much for seeing. Thank you for hanging out, lovely. And thank you for the super chat as well. I appreciate it. It was by the farms to the east of Scottsdale. Was it really? Scottsdale's over here, isn't it? Or is this Mesa? Scottsdale's further north. Here. Yeah, I'm not really recognizing it from to the east of Scottsdale. It wasn't Scottsdale Community College, was it? No, it wasn't that. Oh well, we'll rendezvous in the Discord to see and find that campus again, because that will definitely be sitting on the west of the downtown, that build. I haven't really looked at Mesa either for inspiration. It all follows Mar grid format, doesn't it? It's really strong grid in Mesa, actually. Look at that. My god. Up on the right of the highways. Not that I can see. 2C. Yeah. Was this it? No. Yeah, we'll find it in the Discord, mate. We'll find it in the Discord. Speaking of Discord, actually, let me give you guys a nighttime view while I find this. I would like to show you all 2C's little creation that has been putting together. It was in screenshot sharing, wasn't it, 2C? Yes, here it is. So for those that don't know 2C, He means a lot to us. He's a very, very, very good user of the intersection marking tool. And he's been putting together his first little condo complex on the Ilos map. And it's just looking really, really fantastic. Like, just such nice work that he's done here. He's even got a little construction site in next door as well. Love that. And then, of course, he is just, yeah, really fun. I've really enjoyed seeing a 2C build on Ilos. Really nice little condo design. And I think, do we have them in this channel? They should be, I think, right? Or were they in, I think they were in Modded City Skylines, weren't they, 2C? The screenshots of the intersection. Although, of course, now I'm actually trying to find it. It's not going to appear, is it? Just scrolled past a Roy Keane gif, though. Oh, yes, here we go. Yes. Look at 2C's IMT abilities, man. Just so bloody clean. He's just so jealous of 2C's ability with the intersection marking tool. And it's just so clean and precise, isn't it? If you guys are in our Discord, one of my mods will throw it up on the link on stream for you. But just look at him. Just smooth, minimalistic, gorgeous interchanges. Absolutely love 2C's work. However, guys, that was a good place to end this stream. Let's go find a nighttime view to say goodbye from. Should we do it from the suburb that we expanded out? Looking into downtown here. Yeah, we'll get the little tram park in the foreground as well. Only 11 Discords. Must be nice. I get invited to a lot more casino. I always turn them down. I already don't check about 10 of them. So it's not good. Right, let's see if anyone is streaming City Skylines that we can host. I don't think there's any English channels live. Nope, they're all Korean. Okay, so let's go and host someone. We've not hosted for you, Candy, for a bit, actually, have we? No, we've not. We'll host VC. So, there is a link in the live chat, guys, to Fucandy's video. If you haven't watched it, please go ahead. Like, comment, subscribe, of course, feed the algorithm. And yeah, show some support. Get it trending for YouTube there. But I hope you enjoyed the stream today. Some nice little suburban expansion designs. I love this little school party put together. And of course, the sort of inspired little square green park out of Phoenix. With the trams flowing around it. This turned out really cutely, so really quite happy with that. And of course, we continue to respect the crawl up to the skyline with each iteration and each expansion around the downtown now, including on the waterfront tonight too. And then of course this suburb as well, and then the west side, which needs a lot of development yet, will carry on. And we are actually in need of another campus area now, so potentially expect another campus build next week for Ilos. We might do the University of Technology stuff. We'll see. We'll see what inspiration strikes. It needs testing first, as always. Well, thank you for modding. DM Eggsy Lands was here earlier as well, as was Fucandy. Appreciate your time, guys. Thank you for keeping the chat in order. Not that it needs much anyway. And for the wonderful regulars, Valulad Casino, Jennifer, Lauren 2C, the wonderful 2C, Turtle the Builder style stuff, Justin, Georgie, Jude, Deaxis, and everyone else that's hung out tonight. Mark, I appreciate all Superchats, guys, all support. Yeah, just thank you. Glad you guys are enjoying the streams and support them. It really helps me out, so thank you so much. Yeah, that's it, I think. I'll see you. Obviously, no Ilos stream tomorrow because Ilos stream was today. So I'll see you on Monday now for Noob's Guide. But otherwise, I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. And as always, enjoy the rest of your day.